Welcome to video PN16, Probability of Loaded Coins. This comes from lesson 5, example 10. So a coin is loaded, weighted, so the probability of heads is 0.6. The coin is tossed 10 times. Two parts. A, probability of getting exactly heads. Part B, probability of getting at least 8 heads. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. I'm a visual person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What I'm going to do is find out how many ways I can get 8 heads and then deal with the probability. So again, I've got 10 slots and I'd like to choose 8 of them to be heads. 10, choose 8. So there's 10 choose 8 ways of obtaining 8 heads. But it didn't ask the number of ways, it wanted the probability. So the probability is going to be the probability of this event times this event times this event times this event. All right, so if I've got 8 heads, we can just assume, for this purpose through the first 8, it's 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, 0.6. So that was heads, 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 heads. The last two, or the other two, were tails. If it's 0.6 for heads, 1 minus 0.6, that's 0.4 for tails. So this is the probability of one of those branches. But I've got this many branches. So I'm going to take this number of branches times this probability per branch to get my answer to my question. Okay, so let's do that right now. So once again, it's going to be 10, choose 8, I'll just simplify it, times 0.6 to the 8th times 0.4 squared. And perhaps you can see a little pattern here. 0.6 and 0.4 sum 1, 8 and 2 sum 10. So this will be generalized in the future. All right. I'll just calculate that at the end. This one says at least 8 heads. So that means 8 heads, or 9 heads, or 10 heads. Well, using the same kind of pattern, all right, I've already got this one. 10, choose 8, times 0.6 to the 8th, 0.4 squared, plus, you might be able to figure this one out, would be 10, choose 9, the number of ways to get 9 heads in 10 slots. If I got 9 heads, that's 0.6 to the 9th, 1 tail, 0.4 to the 1. Or 10 heads, 10, choose 10, 0.6 to the 10th, 0.4 to the 0th. Again, that's not really that exciting, but I'll just keep it with the same pattern. So this is how you would do it for 8 or 9 or 10. So I'll just evaluate this and see how it goes. All right, so let me get the combinations first. I'll go 10, math, probability, NCR, 8. So there's 45. While I'm at it, I'll just get these other combinations. I'll use the calculator. I'll show you quickly how to do it. I'm going to go second, enter, overwrite the 8 and make it be a 9. I knew the answer was 10, but I just want to show you that. I know that answer is 1, but I'll just show you anyhow. second, enter, overwrite the 9 with a 10, and get 1. And then just punching out those numbers. So I'll do this one first. Point 6 raised to the 8th times 0.4, I'll just do it this way, squared. So that's the probability of that one branch, but I'm multiplying it by 45. And I'll just round about 3 decimal places. So approximately 0.121. And then I'll just quickly do this. I'll store that into alpha A. Store alpha A. Okay, so I'll do the next one. 0.6 to the 9th. 0.6 to the 9th times 0.4 to the 1. Multiply that by 10. I'll store that into alpha B. And then I'll do this, so this was in alpha A, this was in alpha B, I'll put this one in alpha C. It's just going to be 0.6 raised to the 10th, and I'll store that into alpha C. Okay, so I've got alpha A, alpha B, alpha C. I'll just sum them and report to 3 decimal places. Alpha A plus alpha B plus alpha C, enter. And I get about 0.167. And it's always best to round at the very end, and storing things into alpha A, B, and C are useful for that purpose. So there you have it, how to figure out the probability of loaded coins.